Hey guys, it's Sunny16 Tarot, and I'm so happy. Sorry, I just covered the mic by accident. I'm so excited to do this reading for you. I was originally going to make this a short, but the camera would not cooperate. As in, my camera lens is pretty clean, as you can tell from my phone here. But when I was using the YouTube short, it was just smudgy and dirty and grain. Well, grain I don't mind because grain is pretty cool, but this was just smudgy and dirty looking. So I'm literally hearing clean your thoughts. But yeah, so this reading, I did it in this kind of format. So kind of like a half triangle, if you will. And not even half because it gave me two cards, so it gave me a long point. Sorry, you guys are probably like, what are you talking about? But I'm getting it. I'm getting to it, I promise. But yeah, I started off with Four of Swords. So I heard you don't necessarily, like, you should rest. Yes, Four of Swords talks about resting, but I'm not. Let me please, elaborate what exactly I mean by rest because I don't appreciate readings where they're like, just rest. Turn your brain off. Don't do anything for a day. Because it's like, how many days can you have where you're just not doing anything, where you're just on the couch and you're on your phone for like 3 hours or not like at a time, kind of thing. And like you have short breaks from your phone, sort of stuff. So I'm not talking about that kind of thing. I'm talking about how rest also entails just permitting yourself to do the things you want to do, to yeah, some of you who have full-time work, or like some of you who are employed, let's say, like you work jobs, you have to work because you need money, you need to survive, you have to pay rent, and if you still live at home, you have to help out in the house, like a lot of things like that, right? And let me just give a shout out to teenagers who have to freaking work at McDonald's to get their families by, and I'm not saying that's like a good thing to do. Like I'm not saying they're bad people. I'm saying like they really have, like they have to help out their families and this is how they're surviving. And sorry, I'm about to cry because they shouldn't have to go through that. But anyways, the point I'm trying to make here is, when you work jobs you don't want to work, you work a job you don't want to work, and then you have to account, and then when you get home from work and you're too tired to do the things you always want to do, like go to that ice cream place after work, or buy yourself, I don't know, yeah, just buy yourself some makeup because it's fun to, or buying yourself some nail polish, or buying yourself a tarot deck at a really cool shop near your work. So, Four of Swords is just permission to do those small, like, quote unquote, seemingly small, fun, leisurely things you want to do. Like, some people actually say they don't read anymore because they don't have time, but they have time to doom scroll, and I'm not trying to judge it. I'm just saying, like, please see that perspective. like, like we have time to be on our phones and watch nothing. And what did we accomplish? For every 10 weird videos and TikToks you watch, that's like a full page of a book you could have read, let's say. I don't know the exact math, so please don't come for me on that. But that's what I want to say with Four of Swords. And then with Three of Swords, please don't be alarmed because tarot cards are just references, they're just confirming your energy, and it doesn't have to resonate. But yeah, if this reading is for you, you know that you've been through pain. Yes, that is so true. You've been through pain without a doubt. And some people are going to be like, oh, that's how tarot readers try to suck their readers in, that they say the most broad things. But like, what I'm trying to say is no, like, my general surroundings, like the people I get along with and myself, we've had to try to understand people. At least we felt like we had to, especially when you grow up in a family where you had to be the understanding one all the freaking time. And then if you were breaking down, people patronized you over it. If you drew a boundary, they thought it was a bad thing and they tone policed you over it. But really, you were just trying to survive. You were just trying to get respect, which is like not earned, it's just assumed. I am someone who strongly believes that respect is assumed, not earned. If you're an a-hole, forget about it because you're the one who started all this, you know? And people go like, it doesn't matter who starts it, it matters who ends it. And it's like, okay, what do you think political activists are doing then? You know? You know? So yeah, they're trying to end it. And you were just trying to humanize yourself. If other people didn't want to humanize you, you could do it. And some of you, this, I don't know, it could be people. Well, I mean, honestly, humans are monsters. So some people are like, it's so petty to get sucked into drama like this. It's like, okay, but like, nobody asks to be a part of that kind of BS. And even the people who start things, like, yeah, you understand that they've been through something and they don't know how to face it, but that's not your problem. And literally, I heard the pen is mightier than the sword because I wanted to talk about writing stuff. Like, another way to relax is to journal, right? Like, write anything you want. It doesn't have to be coherent and good, it just has to come out. And as long as you know you feel better and feel a weight off of you, that's what matters. So, Three of Swords, I heard the pen is mightier than the sword. So instead of letting yourself have heartbreak, like, yes, have the heartbreak, feel it, and then write it out because that's what's going to save you. The pen is mightier than the sword. And conflict is not all conflict is bad, but don't think you have to endure toxic things. Don't think that you always have to be the calm one. I'm calm like a bomb. Yeah, if you guys know the Rage Against the Machine song Calm Like a Bomb, and I talked about political activists and that, yes, they're the ones who are not trying to start anything, they're trying to end destruction, they're trying to end monstrosity, they're trying to bring in sanity and humanity, you know? So, Five of Wands, yeah, for what the world is, you may go batshit. Sorry, batshit crazy. You know, sorry, I shouldn't say crazy, but you know what I mean. Like, those aren't my choice of words. Normally, I'm just saying like if that's how people will narrate. Yeah, risk the narrations. Risk what people will think of you. Because at the end of the day, the truth is the truth. And I got a card the other day that said justice is blind. So it's frustrating with Five of Wands here. It's frustrating watching people praise others who were disrespectful towards you. But you really just gotta, like, you know, you're above it. And if you feel like you have to say something, that's okay. And if you have to call people out, that's okay. And I know, like, when you call people out, nothing gets done. But please remember that, like, please learn that, recognize actually that you do get through to their head. You know, if they didn't care, they would just not say anything. But the fact that they want to, like, try to paint you in a bad light, you know you're doing something right. Okay, cool. Yeah, and we got Six of Swords and the High Priestess because you know what you're talking about, and people will try to say you don't, and people will try to minimize things for you, but you know the situation, you know the brevity of things, you know, yeah, just trust your own judgments and your sense of self and your purpose, and know that you're never going to be 100% in anything. You can feel 100%, and that feels really amazing. But know that you do know what you know. You have knowledge, and knowledge is power. That's the thing. If people are trying to paint you in a bad life, it's because you know some things. And not like slander. You know, you have wisdom. You have a lot of wisdom, and some people want to humble you over it. And, you know, some people could come in this reading like, I don't think some people in my life who did wrong were doing anything bad, but it's like, but let me tell you this. Something I learned yesterday from my best friend, and I will pass on what she said, is that trying to understand where others are coming from, yes, it's a very noble thing to do, but when you have strangers, like literally like a customer or like an acquaintance or a friend of a mutual friend, like people that you don't even know deeply, why are they so quick to give you like not even constructive, like sorry, not even they try to pass it off as constructive criticism, but why do they feel the need to talk down to you? You know what I'm saying? Like, Like if okay, I'm gonna say an example in case this resonates with you, because I don't want to be those readers that always talk about themselves, but also just that. But apparently, it's normal for readers to connect with their querents, the people watching the video, the viewers. Let me put it that way. But yeah, let me say this: that I literally had a customer at work tell me I don't look married, and three women I've told that to were like, "What does it even mean to look married?" You know? And I will expose this. This man, a man, it was a man, by the way. It was a man who could barely fit into his clothes, so I'm not fat shaming, but he's convincing himself that he's smaller than he actually is. He wants to tell me I don't look married. So let's put that in perspective that if you don't want their life, if you're not trying so hard to be something you're not, you're doing something right. Yeah, that's the thing. You're authentic. Oh my God, I said it. And sorry, I know I was just giving my own example, but again, if this resonates, you know you're authentic. You know you're doing everything in your power to make do. You know, you do make the best of things. You do try to give others grace and the benefit of the doubt, but the chariot at the back of the deck, like, let's go, 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 you know? So that's what I want to say. Like you're probably like, okay, you read the nature of things, but what do I do from here? Just keep doing what you're doing is honestly what I want to say. This is a comfort message. Yes. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Love you guys. Bye.